Nearly a third of Supreme Court decisions are unanimous, a striking fact in a divided era. In a time when headlines are filled with stories of polarization and disagreement, it's remarkable to see the nation's highest court so often speaking with a single unified voice. This unity stands out as a beacon of consensus in a landscape where division seems to be the norm. When all 9 justices, appointed by presidents from different parties and representing a wide range of legal philosophies, agree on a decision, it sends a powerful message that transcends politics. It shows that, despite their differences, these legal minds can find common ground on issues that matter most to the country. This unity means the legal principle at stake is so clear, so fundamental, that it rises above personal philosophies and political leanings. It's a rare moment when the law itself shines through, unclouded by individual interpretation or bias. Unanimous decisions anchor the law, providing stability and predictability for everyone. They become the bedrock upon which future cases are built, offering a sense of certainty in an ever-changing world. For lawyers, judges, and everyday citizens, this clarity is invaluable. For citizens, this means certain rights aren't subject to political winds or judicial whims. When the court speaks as one, it reassures people that some principles are above the fray, protected from the shifting tides of public opinion or partisan agendas. A unanimous verdict signals to lower courts and lawmakers that the issue is settled, offering clarity and security. It acts as a guiding light, helping other judges and legislators interpret and apply the law with confidence, knowing the Supreme Court stands firmly behind the principle. Imagine the court as the final umpire. When all agree, the rule is clear, and debate ends. Just as a decisive call in a game brings closure, a unanimous Supreme Court decision brings resolution to complex legal questions, leaving little room for doubt or further dispute. These decisions often protect fundamental rights, making it harder for future challenges to succeed. They serve as a shield, ensuring that the freedoms and protections enshrined in the Constitution remain intact for generations to come. The collective voice of the court becomes a bulwark, safeguarding liberties for all Americans. It's a reminder that, at its best, the judiciary can rise above division to defend the core values that unite us as a nation. That's the enduring power of 9 voices speaking as one. A force that not only shapes the law but also strengthens the very foundation of American democracy. A unanimous Supreme Court decision is the strongest statement our legal system can make. When all justices agree, the rule is clear and carries immense authority. This consensus means your rights, like privacy or free speech, are protected by a united front. Unanimous rulings provide straightforward rules, empowering you to assert your rights confidently. Without this clarity, rights can become murky and hard to enforce. Surprisingly, many Supreme Court cases end in unanimity, showing that common ground exists even among diverse justices. These decisions set strong precedents, binding lower courts and government bodies nationwide. When the court speaks as one, it creates a powerful shield for your freedoms. Some rights are simply not up for debate. They're central to the American identity. Unanimous Supreme Court decisions boost the court's legitimacy and public trust. They provide clear, binding guidance to lower courts and lawmakers, leaving little room for confusion. When the court unanimously strikes down a law, it sends a strong signal about constitutional limits. These decisions are durable, far less likely to be overturned in the future. A 9-0 precedent is exceptionally strong, embedding core principles deep in American law. This stability ensures the law is applied uniformly, from coast to coast. Unanimity makes our rights more secure and our legal system more predictable. Throughout American history, some of the most pivotal moments have been shaped by unanimous Supreme Court decisions. When all 9 justices speak with one voice, their rulings echo far beyond the courtroom, sending a powerful message to the nation and the world. These rare moments of total agreement are more than just legal milestones. They are statements of shared national values and principles. Take Brown versus Board of Education in 1954, for example. With a decisive 9-0 ruling, the court ended the era of school segregation, declaring that separate but equal had no place in American education. This wasn't just a legal victory, it was a moral turning point, sending a clear and undeniable message that equality under the law must be upheld. Chief Justice Earl Warren understood the gravity of the moment. He knew that only a unanimous decision could break through the deeply rooted resistance to desegregation and set a new, unambiguous national standard. The court's unity was essential to ensure the ruling would be respected and enforced across the country. The Supreme Court's unified voice gave the civil rights movement a solid legal foundation to build upon. It empowered activists, inspired hope, and provided a legal backbone for further progress in the fight for equality and justice. Another defining moment came in United States versus Nixon in 1974. The court unanimously ruled that not even the President of the United States is above the law. This landmark decision forced President Nixon to release the Watergate tapes, leading directly to his resignation and reaffirming the principle that the rule of law applies to everyone, no matter how powerful. These cases were more than just legal decisions, they were turning points that changed the course of American history. They demonstrated the Supreme Court's unique ability to resolve the nation's most pressing issues with clarity and authority. In Gideon versus Wainwright in 1963, the court again spoke with one voice, guaranteeing the right to counsel for all defendants in criminal cases. This decision fundamentally transformed the justice system, ensuring that every person, regardless of wealth or status, would have access to a fair trial and legal representation. Each 9-0 decision acts as a constitutional exclamation point, affirming rights and principles so essential that they command total agreement from the nation's highest court. These rulings set clear precedents that guide future generations and protect the core values of American democracy. The legacy of these unanimous decisions continues to protect Americans today. They serve as a reminder that, at critical moments, the Supreme Court can rise above division to defend the rights and freedoms of all people. Unanimity in landmark cases doesn't just resolve legal questions. It defines entire eras, reshapes the nation's identity, and inspires confidence in the justice system. That's the enduring impact of a united Supreme Court, a legacy of justice, equality, and unwavering commitment to the Constitution. Unanimous decisions are the bedrock of legal stability. A 9-0 ruling becomes a super precedent, unlikely to be overturned and trusted by all. This predictability lets individuals, businesses, and governments plan with confidence. Everyday areas like contract law and property rights benefit from clear unanimous precedents. Lower courts can apply these rulings directly, ensuring consistency nationwide. The law evolves steadily, not chaotically, when built on unanimous foundations. Without this stability, rights could shift unpredictably with each new court. Unanimous decisions forge consensus around core constitutional principles. They anchor our freedoms against the tides of change. Unanimous Supreme Court decisions have real, everyday effects that reach far beyond the courtroom. These rulings shape the way we live, work, and interact with one another, often in ways we might not immediately notice. For millions of Americans, the impact is felt in the routines and moments that make up daily life. Take Riley Vivas, California, 2014, as a powerful example. In this landmark case, the court decided that police officers must obtain a warrant before searching your cell phone. This unanimous decision didn't just set a legal precedent, it protected the digital privacy of every person in the country, ensuring that your personal information remains secure from unwarranted searches, no matter where you live. Before this ruling, your rights could change depending on your state. Now the rule is clear and consistent for everyone, from coast to coast. Whether you're in a big city or a small town, you know your privacy is protected by the highest court in the land. These decisions empower not just individuals, but also advocacy groups and communities. They provide the legal tools needed to hold government officials accountable, to demand transparency, and to ensure that everyone's voice can be heard in a democracy. For example, when the court unanimously upholds the right to protest, it gives demonstrators a solid legal shield. This means people can gather, speak out, and advocate for change without fear of arbitrary punishment or suppression. Such clarity transforms rights from abstract legal concepts into real, practical protections. It means you can rely on these rights in your everyday encounters, knowing the law is on your side. Whether you're stopped by police, attending a rally, or simply expressing your views, you can act with confidence, secure in the knowledge that your rights are recognized and protected. A 9-0 decision is more than just a legal outcome. It's a constitutional guarantee, stamped with the authority of a united Supreme Court. It sends a powerful message that your liberties are not up for debate. This unity gives you and your community confidence that your freedoms are protected, not just by law, but by the collective judgment of the nation's highest judges. That's the tangible benefit of Supreme Court unanimity for every American. A sense of security, empowerment, and trust that your rights are real, meaningful, and here to stay. A unanimous Supreme Court decision sends a message far beyond the courtroom. It signals shared national values and consensus on fundamental justice. In high-profile cases, this unity can calm tensions and foster national cohesion. The court's single voice guides public understanding and reinforces faith in our founding ideals. Internationally, it projects America as a nation governed by principle, not politics. Unanimity reassures us that, despite our differences, the law stands firm. It binds us together in a shared constitutional tradition. To appreciate unanimity, we must also value dissent. Not every case can, or should, be unanimous. Tough questions deserve debate. Dissents sharpen majority opinions and keep legal debates alive. Some famous dissents, like Justice Harlan's in Plessy versus Ferguson, later became the law of the land. A 5-4 ruling signals unresolved issues and invites future challenges. Dissent is vital for legal evolution, offering roadmaps for future change. But when all 9 justices agree, it underscores the exceptional strength of that decision. The contrast makes unanimous rulings even more powerful. Unity on fundamental rights is rare, and when achieved, its impact is momentous. That's why both dissent and unanimity are essential to our legal system. Unanimous Supreme Court decisions provide clarity, stability, and strong protection for our rights. From Brown versus Board to digital privacy, these rulings shape American life and anchor our freedoms. Their authority strengthens public trust and ensures equal justice nationwide. Super precedents created by unanimity make our rights more secure against political shifts. Dissent plays a role, but unanimous decisions stand as pillars of constitutional certainty. When the court speaks as one, it shields our liberties and fulfills the promise of the Constitution. As new challenges arise, the court's ability to find unity will remain a vital safeguard. The question remains, in a divided nation, what does it take for 9 justices to see the law the same way? And how will that unity continue to protect us all?